Good morning, students. This is Kunal Bose again. In the last class, I have discussed with you the classification of permanent tissue. There are two types of classification. First, on the basis of origin, permanent tissue can be classified as dermal tissue, vascular tissue, and ground or fundamental tissue. And second one, on the basis of type of cells. First is origin, second one is type of cells. So on the basis of type of cells, permanent tissue can be classified as simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Again, simple permanent tissue can be divided into two categories: protective tissues and supporting tissues. Then I have discussed with you the characteristics of protective tissues. They are known as dermal tissues also, and protective tissues main function is to protect the plant body. After that, I have discussed with you the characteristics of supporting tissues. It constitutes the bulk of the plant body and it gives support to the plant body. Now let us come to the today's session. Today I will discuss with you the types of supporting tissues. First one, parenchyma. How will you pronounce parenchyma? This tissue is made up of thin wall cells. The cell may be oval, circular, or polygonal in shape. They are living cells and have intercellular space between them. This tissue is present in almost all soft part of the plant like roots, stem, leaves, flower, fruits and seeds. Now what is the main function of, let's go to the function of parenchyma. Its main function is to store food material. What is its main function? Parenchyma's main function is to store food material, and also it provides temporary support to the plant. Not permanent support, it provides temporary support. Here you can see the diagram of parenchymatic cells. These are thin wall cells. There is a nucleus is shown between the here. This is the intercellular space between them and cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, we very well know, it's a fluid and it gives shape to the cell. Now second type of supporting tissue is collenchyma. This tissue consists of elongated cells. They look oval or circular. They are also living cells. Like parenchymatic cells, collenchymatic cells are also living cells. Their cell wall are thickened at the corner due to deposit of cellulose and pectin. Now what is cellulose is, I'll tell you, it is a polysaccharide. Cellulose is polysaccharides and it makes plant stem and branch strong. What does it do? It makes the plant stem and branch strong, and it helps to connect these cells to form tissues. And what is pectin? It is a fiber found in fruits. The intercellular space are absent in between the cells. In parenchymatic cells, there is intercellular space, but the intercellular space is absent in them in collenchyma. These cells are found in petiole of leaves and below the epidermis of stem. Now let's go to the function of collenchyma. Collenchyma provides the structural support to the parts of the plants in which it is present. I have already told you here that where collenchyma is present, petiole of leaves and below the epidermis of stem. So it provides the structural support to these parts. Here you can see the diagram of collenchymatic tissue. Here they are thick walled, nucleus is shown and cytoplasm is also shown here. Now the third type of supporting tissue is sclerenchyma. How will you pronounce sclerenchyma? Sclerenchyma composed of long, narrow and thick-walled dead cells. They are not living cells like parenchyma and collenchyma. They are dead cells. The walls are thickened due to presence of a complex substance called lignin. What is lignin? Lignin is a class of complex organic polymer. And what's its role? It is important in formation of cell walls. Sclerenchyma is found in stem and veins of leaves. Now let's go to the function. Sclerenchyma's function is to provide strength and rigidity to the plant body. The diagram shows it also have thick wall, cell wall, and there is a lumen between them. This chart shows the comparison between parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. The basis of comparison is meaning. First meaning, then where they are found in, what type of cell they are having, what is the shape of their cell. Let's get start with the meaning. Parenchymatic cells are living plant cells and originating from ground and protoderm meristem. What is protoderm meristem is? It is a meristem located at the tip of the plant that give rise to the plant. These type of cells are most evidently found in plant tissue. Means most of the parts of plant tissue have parenchyma. Collenchyma is the type of living plant cell originating from the procambium. What is procambium? It is also a meristematic tissue and responsible for producing new vascular tissue in mature stem and roots. The epidermal cell of the plant are made up of collenchyma cell, sclerenchyma. The hard and outer part of the stem is made up of sclerenchymatic cells. These are the dead plant cells which originate from ground meristem. If you remember what our ground meristem are, the remaining part like leaves or stem, flowers, all are come in sclerenchyma and protoderm procambium. Where the parenchymatic cells are found, they are present in every soft part of the plant. Every soft part of the plant, parenchymatic cells are present. Collenchymatic cells are found in specific part of the plant like leaves, stems and petioles. Sclerenchyma is found in the mature part of the plants. Parenchymatic cells are unspecialized and living cells, but collenchymatic cells are specialized and living cells. What are sclerenchymatic cells? They are also specialized and matured but dead cells. What is the shape of parenchyma? There are various shapes of the cells, but generally they are isodimetric. Collenchymatic cells are elongated cells and sclerenchymatic cells are sclerites. What is sclerites? Sclerites' primary function is to give the support and protection to the plant body, and the shape is elongated and fiber shape. Now let's go to the complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissue is made up of more than one type of cells. More than one type of cells, which together perform a common function. What is the function of complex permanent tissue is? Their main function is to conduct water and transport food material to various parts of the plant. What main function is? To conduct water and transport food material to different parts of the plant. Complex permanent tissue includes xylem and phloem. Xylem is responsible for conduction of water and mineral salts from the roots to the top of the plant. And what's phloem does? Phloem's main function is to transport the prepared food by the leaves, material from the leaf to the storage organs and the growing region of the plants. Now let's discuss difference between xylem and phloem. Xylem consists of dead cells, whereas phloem consists of living cells. Xylem transport water and minerals from the root upward in the upward direction, and it is only unidirectional movement, where phloem transport food prepared by the leaves to various parts of the plants, and it has bidirectional movement, means two-way direction. Xylem is located more on the side of the vascular bundle and phloem is located on the outer side of the vascular bundle. In the diagram, you can very well see the major difference here. The arrow shows only one directional movement. And in phloem vessels, the arrow shows, these two arrows shows bidirectional. Okay. Thank you very much. All the best.